Oh mein Gott.
My ear just came off.
Unable to make any sense of this, Koji feels despair seizing his heart in an iron grip.
Das könnte... Weißt du, was mir dazu eingefallen ist?
Was denn?
Saya könnte früher auch ein ganz normales Mädchen gewesen sein.
Das ist durchaus möglich.
Und der Doktor hat sie halt ein wenig Tentakelmonster.
Modifiziert. Hat ihr Tentakel angeschraubt.
Nennen wir es
Getakelt.
Getentakelt monstert.
Geslimed.
Oder geslimed, ja. Irgendwie sowas.
What the hell is happening to you now? Over 100 kilometers away. Musst du sagen, oder?
Nein, das ist einfach nur vom Sprecher.
Achso. Only a voice gives Koji any hint of what she's going through. And Zwinker Zwinker says nothing he can do for her.
Help me! Tono-kun! Was? Ach, das passt schon.
Ja.
Was ist denn... How my fingers are supposed to look? Tsukuba, call the cops. Call for help. Kannst du nicht leise krepeln? No, I can't. Let anyone see me like this.
Yo suddenly breaks off into violent hacking chord. As thought she's trying to expel something filling her throat.
Tsukuba!
Koji screams into the phone, his reason overwhelmed by the unimaginable horror that is befalling Yo. Which is why he is unable to react quickly when the phone is suddenly knocked out of his hand, and also why he didn't notice Fuminori sneaking up on him until it was too late.
What? Zwinker, zwinker.
Fuminori seizes Koji's lower jaw with his right hand, cutting off Koji's angry shout. Koji can hardly believe the strength of the smaller man's grip. Koji's biggest mistake was leaning back against the grip, which Fuminori forcing him backwards over the edge. There's nothing Fuminori can grab onto. He can only flay his arms randomly against the air. Der fällt da echt rein.
Alter.
Koji soon loses his balance completely. He feels a terrifying wavelessness as the world spins before his eyes, before he can realize that he's been pushed into the well. His back strikes something with tremendous force. He thrashes widely as cold, dirty water fills his mouth and freezes him to the core. Only when his fingers find the wall of the well is he able to regain his sense of direction and might right himself. On his hands and knees in the mud, Koji vomits the filthy water out of his lungs. Although the mud cautioned his fall, he has more important things to worry about when being probably thankful for this good luck. Fuminori, he tries to shout, but it comes out as a horror's groan made even harder to understand by the echoes bouncing off the walls. Fuminori's maniacal laughter, on the other hand, is clearly audible even at the bottom of the well. Sorry for interrupting your phone call, he says scornfully. Here, I return this.
Ja, du bist Fuminori. Stirb.
Hey. Stirb, Koji, stirb.
Vielleicht. Ich falle in den Brunnen.
Fuminori... Plop. Okay. Fuminori tosses Koji's phone into the well. Koji catches it just before it hits him in the face, but he finds that the battery pack has been removed, rendering it useless. Alter, das ist richtig gemein.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm eating your batteries. This is no joke. It's a miracle that Koji is uninjured. If he'd landed the wrong way, he could easily have died. Wait, just because I'm not hurt doesn't mean that... Zwinker, zwinker. Koji feels around inside of the well, searching for something to hold on to, but the mud-covered stone offers no purchase. It's obvious that he won't be able to get out without help. If you died on impact, you wouldn't have to suffer. You really have no luck, Koji.
Hey, are you...
The mighty bitch slapper? Are you serious, Koji?
Why so serious?
Was about to ask, but the pieces have finally come together in his head. Today's sudden change in Fuminori's attitude, that smile where it had always seemed somehow malevolent. Fuminori hadn't been smiling at Koji, but at the thought of his friend's death.
Why?
Even thought he recognized what has happened, he can't understand it. Why would Fuminori, who was supposed to be friend, try to kill him? True, Fuminori had wanted Koji to stay out of his business, but is that really a motive for a murder?
Weißt du, was mir gerade aufgefallen ist?
Was denn?
Er kann trotzdem noch anrufen. Er hat doch noch sein zweites Handy.
Ja, stimmt. Daran hat er gar nicht gedacht. Da würde bestimmt Dr. Tampon anrufen.
Mhm.
Die kommt am Feld mit der Schrotflinte und knallt in die Hirne weg.
Oder einfach nur die Polizei.
Oder das.
Oder die Feuerwehr. Hallo, ich bin eine Katze auf einem Baum. Ja.
Könnten Sie mich runterholen? Nein, Sie sollen mir keinen runterholen. Holen Sie mich vom Baum runter.
Ja.
Und da haben sie schon aufgelegt. It's not that I needed you dead right... Obwohl, das sagt Fuminori, oder?
Ja.
It's not that I needed you dead right now. Exactly. But you could have become trouble later on. So I figured that I might as well take advantage of this secluded place to well.
Willst du Schläge?
Nee, aber guck mal, wie nett er guckt. No.
No. Might as well. You're doing this on a rim?
Kann er da stehen oder was?
Ja, klar.
Scheint. Wo waren wir jetzt?
Do you really?
Do you really need a reason to die? Fuminori replies coldly. Do you really need a reason to die? Fuminori replies coldly, as thought he's truly amazed that Koji would ask such a thing. Do you... Do you think you're special, Koji? People die for no reason at all. You know, my parents did, and I almost followed them. Warum?
You're crazy.
No, I'm justice. If you want to reason so badly, come up with one yourself. You'll have plenty of time down there, won't you? Little dick.
Hmm.
Yeah. Fuminori disappears from view, leaving Koji alone in the darkness, with nothing to connect him to the outside world.
Fuminori! Hey, Fuminori!
Koji shouts at the top of his lungs, knowing beyond a doubt that if Fuminori leaves, all hope of rescue will vanish with him. No one will ever hear him calling for help from the bottom of a mountain well.
It's a car! She's in trouble! Hey, Fuminori, listen! Let me out of here!
Listen, Link, listen.
Link! Hey, Link, listen! Ja, kenne ich.
In his desperation, Koji no longer comprehends the futility of begging Fuminori for mercy. No god or a devil will answer him. His only hope is that Fuminori will have a change of heart, as thought praying for a miracle. He keeps calling Fuminori's name. Der hat noch nicht mit uns gerechnet, oder?
Ja. Wie war das nochmal bei Catherine? Ja, ich sollte am liebsten mich wieder mit ihr zusammenkommen. Ja, da hat er auch noch nicht mit mir geredet.
Ja. Eventually the sky becomes as dark as the bottom of the well, making it impossible for Koji to make out the edge of the opening. He has long since lost track of how many hours he has been screaming. Wollen wir mal zusammenfassen?
Gerne, gerne.
Ja, also da hat erstmal Ja, du versuchst Dr. Tampon anzurufen und das ein bisschen so versteckt, damit Fuminori das Ganze nicht mitkriegt.
Richtig.
Ist allerdings schiefgegangen. Irgendwie Jo hat angerufen und weil er da ein bisschen abgelenkt war...
Nee, nicht Jo hat angerufen, er hat Jo angerufen, oder?
Vielleicht hat er auch Jo angerufen.
Ja, er hat Jo angerufen.
Hat er noch Jo angerufen und er war halt ein bisschen unachtsam und wurde dann fett mal von Fuminori in den Brunnen gekickt mit so einem fetten Spada-Trick. Weißt du, so 300.
Ja, bestimmt.
This is Fuminoris Kick.
Mighty Bitch Slap!
This is my mighty bitch slap.
Vielleicht hat er ihn nicht reingekickt, sondern einfach nur rein Bitch slappt.
Madness? No. This is my mighty bitch slap.
Ach ja, das erinnert mich an das Meme von... Wie hieß es?
Bioshock Infinite?
Genau.
Naja, das ist auch egal. Aber auf jeden Fall, tja, ich glaube, der kommt nicht wieder.
Ja, zumindest nicht so schnell.
Yep. Nevertheless, he continues to scream, for he knows that the despair silence will kill him. Hallo, ist da noch jemand am Brunnen? Wo ist er denn jetzt?
Ja, das ist jetzt der Herr Fuminori, würde ich sagen.
Ja, aber wo?
Na, immer noch in dem Wald.
I feel great. Das könnte echter Wald sein. Cooler
Ja.
Wald.
Ziemlich crank.
Es ist crank, aber es hat auch irgendwie was Künstlerisches.
Ja.
Da siehst du den Wald vor lauter Fleisch nicht.
Ja.
This is a certification of having found the perfect solution to a difficult problem. The feeling that you get when the last piece of the puzzle slides smoothly into place. I have killed a man and no one will ever know. Sieht ja echt komisch aus.
Ja,
The
definitiv.
path back to civilization seems awfully long, but neither the cold nor the exhaustion can ruin my good mood. As I walked by myself down the snow-covered mountain road, I was tempted to use Koji's car, but that would have introduced a flaw into the plan. That cabin in the wood is a perfect place to hide both Koji's corpse and his car, after all. Hey, gar nicht mal so dumm.
Ja, aber wie kommt er denn nach Hause?
Zu Fuß.
Ja.
Halber Tagesmarsch.
Was ist das?
Halber Tagesmarsch.
Definitiv nicht.
Hat er das nicht gesagt?
Nein, es sind 3 Kilometer mit dem Auto bis dahin, wo er ist. 3 Kilometer, 3 Stunden mit dem Auto.
Okay.
Das ist ein bisschen mehr als ein halber Tagesmarsch.
Naja, kommt drauf an, wie schnell er fährt. In Japan ist doch Tempolimit 50, oder?
Zu Fuß.
Ja, Autobahn, ja. The plan had formed in my mind the moment that I'd looked at the address and realized how remote the location was. Even if I couldn't find anything to lead me to Professor Ogai, his absence would at least prove that the cabin in the woods had been utterly abandoned, in which case it would be the perfect spot, the perfect Captain Spock, to take care of the problem. I knew that coming all the way out to Tochigi wouldn't be a waste of time. Ich muss bloß mal den Tacho hier ein bisschen heller machen. I didn't even need to use the meat cleaver that's hidden in my clothes. A dry well. It's like fate itself provided me with the perfect setting. That idiot didn't even realize how dangerous it was to be leaning against the well like that, and his phone call distracted him enough that I was able to sneak up on him unseen. Sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
Anyway, one of the people whose questions might have caused trouble for Saya and me has vanished completely from the face of the earth. All that's left is to eliminate the other one. Tsukubayo, I mustn't underestimate her just because she's not as aggressive as Koji. Even she could be able to see a connection between the disappearance of Tone